welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the newest death battle of Sanji versus Rock Lee, One Piece versus Naruto. Now, we usually do it to where one of us knows some semblance of it, or at least combined we know some semblance of it. But here is pretty much just me, so I'm going to explain a bit. So
Explained.
Okay, so Sanji, okay, you know One Piece. It's the one with the pirates.
Yes.
It's the anime about the pirates.
Yeah, believe me, I know that's the one that pretty much still got over 900 freaking episodes, yeah.
It's getting close to the end apparently. So anyways, Sanji is the resident cook of our protagonist characters we follow throughout. He's the resident cook. He one thing you will note from him is that he's an amazing chef, but the other thing to know is when he fights, he never uses his hands.
Okay, it's always his legs?
It's always his legs, because of course he's a chef, and his hands are the most important thing he needs to cook.
Which makes sense, yeah.
He is a very skilled fighter with his legs alone, so that's why he doesn't use it. That's the little I do know of Sanji. Rock Lee, I know a bit more. Rock Lee, so in Naruto, you have that ability, like in Dragon Ball Z, you have ki that gives them their energy to do.
I know that.
Well, in this world, they call it chakra. Rock Lee can't access that chakra like other people.
Okay.
He's primarily a taijutsu. He pretty much primarily uses taijutsu, which is pretty much just another way of saying martial arts. He's pretty much the more or less the Bruce Lee type.
I know, from what I hear and what I've seen, that's what he is.
He's not only very skilled in his ways, his taijutsu ways, but he is also pretty fast. Like, he wears weights majority of the time. When he's not wearing, he's one of the fastest characters in the show.
Okay.
He has his own drunken style.
Nice.
That was a funny episode where he had to take medicine to go help some other protagonists out.
Yeah.
He didn't take the medicine, he took some sake.
Oh, that's fun.
And he has a drunken master style as well. One of his big key things that my guy showed him, because you remember the Mike Guy fight about the whole gates, right? Well, Rock Lee is Mike Guy's student, so of course he knows how to activate the gates.
Okay,
Not up to the 8 like Mike Guy does, as far as I know, because I haven't watched that third series they did about Naruto's kid.
Okay.
I haven't watched, so I don't know if he has access to all 8 gates, but pretty much he has access to those gates as well.
All right, cool.
So yeah, at least for that, with Rocky, I can only tell you is remember the stuff with Mike Guy?
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, so let's just dive into this. Now he's telling me a little bit of information, then I'll get the rest of the information from here. But let's dive into this for the death battle between Sanji versus Rock Lee, One Piece versus Naruto. So here we go.
There are so many heroes with crazy, over-the-top superpowers, but there's one class of character everyone respects. The master of the martial arts. Like Sanji, the sous chef of the Straw Hat Pirates searching for the One Piece.
And Rock Lee, the hard-working ninja warrior from the village of Naruto.
He's wielding a boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the vast ocean is a seafaring land of science, the Kingdom of Germa.
When the King of Germs decided to churn out some kids, he got an awesome idea. How about he make his kids into killer, emotionless super soldiers?
Okay.
What could go wrong?
He forced his queen to undergo surgery that would enhance their children during pregnancy.
Yeah, she wasn't much of a fan.
So she took a drug meant to counteract the effects to hopefully ensure that at least one of her children was, emotionally stable.
A surprisingly low bar to aim for, but hey, good for her. And she pulled it off.
While most of her children were violent sociopaths, one showed no signs of their shared superhuman genetics. This is Sanji.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The poor kid didn't have a great childhood. I mean, he was surrounded by actual superhuman bullies. But he found peace in cooking for his mom. Well, until she died, and then he was thrown in a dungeon. Look, I told you his childhood sucked.
Inspired by Steven Zemi and Reservoir Dogs. I can see the resemblance.
Who I guess was slightly less of a sociopath, and made his way across the sea as a cook. Until he was shipwrecked and left marooned.
Poor guy just can't catch a break. But Sanji found a new daddy in the form of pirate Red-Leg Zeph, who trained him in his own martial art, Black Leg style. Wait, shouldn't that be Red Leg style? I'm confused.
It's an art that focuses exclusively on kicks, which worked out swimmingly for Sanji.
No. Puns are my job. I don't need you pirating that from me.
As a chef, Sanji firmly believes his hands have no place in a fight. To him, they should be kept as pristine as possible for cooking, which is frankly wonderful etiquette. Even if his own life is in serious danger, he will not break this self-imposed rule.
You gotta hand it to him. Black Leg is like taking capoeira, taekwondo, and every other martial art with high-flying footwork and mixing them all up like a stew. And just like a tasty dish, he named his attacks after a bunch of French words, which I definitely cannot pronounce.
Though the most important to recognize is Diable Jambe, also known as the Devil Leg. By moving at incredibly high speeds, Sanji builds up friction between the air and his leg until it literally catches on fire. To do so, he'd have to be moving his legs over 11,000 meters per second.
Wow.
And that move's pretty lit. Clearly Sanji's super fast. He's quick enough to keep up with the pirate captain Luffy, who effortlessly dodged laser beams from a robot man bear guy. It's a long story.
That's One Piece in a nutshell. A very, very long story.
Sanji's got
He
can kick your face so hard it makes you as handsome as that devil George Clooney. Oh, brother. Then he can start blasting and Danny DeVito you back to normal with another.
And with the sky walk technique, he can literally walk on air by, listen to this, flicking his heels so quickly he creates dozens of miniature sonic booms beneath his feet. That is insane.
Note to self, never skip leg day. In fact,
never skip leg day.
At this point,
these are now leg
so
day.
very true.
Sanji eventually found a true family as a chef for the Straw Hat Pirates. With them at his side, he began a hunt for the All Blue, a mythical location where every ocean in the world connects and all manner of sea life exists. A perfect spot for a chef of the sea.
But just like all of us, he had to deal with his first and much crazier family at some point. And when he did, he got an upgrade.
This is the Raid Suit, a miraculous outfit with hover boots, invisibility, air.
He got a superhero suit.
Power.
And a snazzy cape.
Conveniently, the suit is stored in an easy-to-carry canister that can be opened for a magical girl transformation, like so. Oh, is this beer?
Wait a minute, if that's my beer, what am I drinking? To go to the bathroom? Or the hospital?
While Sanji may not possess the superhuman ability of his siblings, he has learned something similar, yet entirely different. Hockey.
Yeah, hockey is like the go-to.
Push their body to new limits in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
But with armament hockey, he can make himself hard.
Specifically to strengthen his limbs for ironclad defense and stronger attacks. However, Sanji's own speciality is Kenbunchoku, or observation hockey. With this, Sanji can detect the presence of others, including through walls. He can even predict future events, at least to some extent.
And hanging with the Straw Hats let him push his abilities to the limit. He's strong enough to keep up with the likes of Zoro, one of the deadliest swordsmen in the friggin' world.
And he could battle the marine Fujitora, who could summon meteors from the sky, the largest of which, when compared to the island of Dressrosa, appears to have a diameter of over 780 meters. And thus a kinetic energy of over 12 gigatons of TNT.
He fought a guy who could basically blow up a whole island in a snap, and then some. Let me know the next time you find a cook who can pull that off.
He has his fair share of weaknesses, though. Sanji sees himself as a gentleman, and thus refuses to fight a lady at any cost, even his own life.
And, he's absolutely terrified of drag queens. That didn't age well.
Yeah.
But even with the setbacks and a horrifying childhood, Sanji is a man of the moment, an adventurer with a goal. One day he will surely discover the All Blue, and whatever else comes after that.
I was looking for a light. Appreciate it.
Konoha, the village hidden in the leaves is a land of phenomenal ninja.
From Naruto to Sasuke to Kakashi, we've seen them show off their awesome talent on Death Battle before.
But one ninja student sought to prove that talent wasn't naturally born. That talent could be achieved through nothing but hard work.
Hell yeah.
This is Rock Lee.
At first, Bowl Cut's path to being a ninja was anything but promising. See, the best ninja can use all sorts of ninja magic called ninjutsu or genjutsu, but not Rocky over here.
Essentially, Lee was born with a disability, unable to access the living chakra energies within his body the same way his peers could.
Yeah.
But while this certainly made things difficult for him, he continued to train, pushing himself to become a splendid ninja.
Too bad he got paired up with Neji, who might as well have the word prodigy stamped on his forehead.
Which he does.
Yeah.
No irony.
With no real family to speak of, Lee had no one to guide him on his difficult path. Fortunately, he found inspiration in the form of a fellow bowl cut individual.
Might Guy, a man who is simultaneously incredibly cool and incredibly weird.
Yeah.
His potential and trained him to master the art of taijutsu, a ninja's physical prowess using chakra, body, and mind.
So he's not gonna be shooting fireballs or popping up clones of himself like the other guys, but he's gonna learn how to punch harder than anyone. Actually, that's exactly the point of
That's
the
one of the
martial
best
art.
fights of the
Strong
series.
fist, a style that's all about shattering bones.
Not just any ninja can master the form of strong fist. In the hands of a novice, it's a dangerous technique. One wrong move and you could accidentally break your own limbs.
But Lee quickly got
Yeah, he was
the
put
hang
on a
of it,
show
and
for,
he
like,
learned
quite
some awesome
a good length of the
moves, like
series.
this
Damn.
killer Azuna drop on steroids, the primary lotus.
A technique so useful that many other ninja tried to copy it for themselves.
What a bunch of cheaters. He's also got this potion, and if he drinks it, he goes into a super
drunken
dense
master.
state that makes him basically invincible.
Incorrect as usual, Boomstick. That was due to American censorship.
Right, it wasn't a potion, it was sake. Somehow, Lee's susceptibility to alcohol turns him into an instant expert in the drunken fist, based on
Hell
an
yeah.
actual martial art.
You know, Wiz, I've always wanted to try that style myself, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had a few. What's this?
Correction. Real drunken boxers only emulate the movements of the inebriated. They're not actually, ow.
Yeah, they're not actually drunk. But the movements of somebody drunk is something more unpredictable.
Piece of cake. Anyway, when Rocky Road isn't totally sloshed, he's got one more ace up his sleeve. The 8 gates.
In the world of Naruto, 8 metaphorical gates exist.
You know
within
this
the
part.
body,
Yeah, this part,
inspired by
yeah.
real-world Buddhist teachings of opening one's
From
self
Guy's,
and
Death
enlightenment.
But in Lee's case, it's opening a can of whoop-ass.
Think of it like that horrible myth about humans using only one small part of their brain. Each open gate increases Lee's abilities in some way. For example, the first gate allows Lee to utilize 100% of his body's potential by removing inherent mental and physical inhibitions. The third gate lets him expend enough chakra all at once to perform his signature technique, the Hidden Lotus.
The first few gates are pretty chill, even if they do wear him out. Thing is, the more gates you open, the more dangerous it gets. But Lee wasn't afraid.
By the age of 13, he could unlock 5 of the 8 gates.
More than enough to keep up with the likes of Neji and honorary Green Day member Gaara. He's almost as quick as Naruto, who's dodged light speed attacks. And when he opened the 6th gate, he used it to slice up a giant meteor.
Comparing the scale of the meteor to Konoha's mountainside, and assuming Lee contributed his fair share to this group task, he must have produced a force equal to about 230 megatons of TNT.
The average nuclear bomb has a yield of about 5 megatons, so getting hit by 6th Gate Lee is like having 50 nukes exploding in your face.
Now, Lee has admittedly never used the last 2 gates. However, there are multiple claims that he's mastered them by adulthood. And frankly, as the successor to Might Guy, who did unlock all 8 gates, Lee should be comparable.
Guy could make a blast the size of an island with the 7th gate. With the 8th, he could go head-to-head with the ultimate big bad, Madara. This creep was packing more power than when Naruto's chakra blew a hole through the moon.
Yeah, that happened once in a movie.
Explosion.
Yeah, I know.
It's canon,
Way bigger than
too, in a movie.
Hell, the 8th
Canon
can
too
bend the
sincere.
fabric of space.
Just one small problem. Opening the 8th gate puts an immense toll on the body. The moment you open it, you've essentially guaranteed your own death.
Yeah, but who cares as long as you take your foe with you.
Under Guy's training and with the help of his friends, Lee has shown that he is indeed a splendid ninja. though he never quite got the chance to prove himself against Neji.
Well, according to the wisdom of Gammy Boomstick, one's dead and the other isn't, so I think I know who won.
Tact, Boomstick. Now the villager's expert instructor in taijutsu, and with a kid of his very own, it seems Rock Lee's hard work truly did pay off in the end.
To protect and maintain one's own ninja way. The third gate of life, open!
Goosebumps.
All right, the
Yeah, his Rock Lee student, Metal Lee, is such a fucking dweeb. Like, Rock Lee doesn't know he's a dweeb. You know, it's just, this is who I am, this is how I act. No, with Metal Lee, you can fucking visibly tell this boy is a dweeb.
Yeah.
He has potential, but is a dweeb.
So you don't have to go to the
Who's winning it? I don't know.
I honestly don't
right to your
know.
door in a discreet.
If I've had to choose.
USA and Blue
I don't know. Like, frickin' Mike Guy defeated, what's his name?
I'll go with Rock Lee.
I'll go Sanji. I don't know. The leg thing is interesting. I didn't know he can A transform into a superhero and B can literally walk on air.
Right now, we've got a special deal.
There you go, though.
That's
That's how it goes.
And he's the black sheep of his family. He's considered the black sheep of his family too.
Eat2.com promo code battle to try it free. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
I refuse to eat this. It's far too mild, lacking in the fiery use of true spicy curry.
Mild. This is the most perfectly balanced curry around.
Fight!
Your cooking skills match your skill in cooking.
That'd be a cool ability to have, just to know how to fight with only your legs. Oh.
Show your chef some respect.
No, he's drunk.
Shit, drunken.
I'm a paying customer, and that curry was awful. Don't you like that? Look at me like that.
Don't you look like at that? There's a slight disadvantage. He doesn't use his fist, so it's interesting. Over a plate of curry, by the way.
They know, right?
Why is everything so loud? Fifth gate, open!
Jesus Christ, you just went right to the fifth gate?
Yeah.
Sixth gate of view, open! Seventh gate of wonder, open!
Oh shit, there's a superhero costume. This is hilarious. He has a superhero costume that gives him more strength. What the fuck is in that face?
I know, right?
Oh wait, remember what he said. He beats you so hard it makes you pretty and it makes you completely ugly again.
I will never give up. Eighth gate of death, open!
Oh! His leg's gone.
Holy crap, man.
I love the switch here.
Food.
Switch to the animations now.
You've already eaten.
Got him.
Looks like mild suited you best. My dish was too spicy for you.
Nice.
The end. That was cool. That was cool.
Well, I guess Lee can finally have that bout with Neji now.
Given Lee's
Oh.
and the power of the 8 gates, he definitely kept Sanji on his toes.
But Sanji was no slouch himself, and like Lee, has trained all of his life.
With his speed and observation hockey, he handled even the unpredictable Drunken Fist.
And while the 7th gate meant Lee could probably blow up an island, that's not as big as the meteors the Straw Hats could handle.
Simply put, Lee had only one somewhat reliable method of a possible victory: the 8th gate. A suicide move he's never actually used before. Not really the best argument for a win on its own.
But gate number 8 could take on Madara. Sanji's tough, yeah, but he's definitely not on that guy's level. A couple big hits from the 8th gate and Sanji's nothing but paste, so what gives?
Well, Lee would have to hit him first. While Sanji's power may not compare to the 8th gate, his speed is far beyond. Recall when his fellow rubber rabble-rouser Luffy very patiently waited for a light-speed laser to reach him before dodging it. To pull this off, Luffy would have had to move 13 times faster than light.
Sanji can regularly keep up with Luffy, and this was before he even got his super fast raid suit.
Don't get us wrong, the power of the 8th gate is incredible. If we were to run this fight 100 more rounds, Lee would surely land a winning blow with it a few times.
But more
I do love how they've added that to where, like, if we were to run this a few more times, there is a possibility the opponent, the one got defeated, probably would won. Remember, they did that with Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, they did, that's right.
Did that with Spider-Gwen.
Guess you could say he had a leg up on Rock Lee, hand over fist. Or I guess foot over fist, but you get it.
The winner is Sanji.
Thanks for watching this episode.
Wasn't the fact that there was a billion episodes of One Piece, I may watch it.
Matchups.
Yeah,
If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some TV merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Ooh. Oh, Hulk versus Broly.
The finale.
Season finale.
On the 27th.
That should be interesting.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be Broly just based off my initial reaction. It may just be Broly, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But no.
I do apologize real quick if you kept seeing me nodding in and out. I'm sorry, I haven't eaten anything this morning. I'll probably eat something afterwards, but I do apologize. I was paying attention though to the battle. But anyways, this battle.
Yeah, this battle was cool. I actually enjoyed it. Getting to know how fucked up Sanji's childhood and a little bit more of his childhood and a little bit more of his childhood was before he actually, no pun intended, got on his feet and made something of his life. And holy shit, I didn't realize how powerful he actually is too.
You know, just his legs as well.
Yeah, I forgot to bring up hockey, which is this weird thing where it's just like, it's like a form, like some version, everybody has a form version of it. Some, like I said, some helps predicate the future. Some,
all that. Yeah.
Some help build armor on certain parts of your body, things like that. It's very commonly used by some characters in the show. I just forgot to bring that up, but yeah, and Rock Lee. Yeah, I knew all about that already about Rock Lee. Yeah, it's very obviously more than likely eventually figure out how to get to the 8th gate. So
yeah.
And the fight itself was pretty cool. It started off what you expected, and then by the end of it, turned into an episode of One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, I forgot to realize that when Rock Lee's face turned ugly during the fight, it's what they said before. His attack's so powerful, it makes him pretty. Yeah. And then, because they gave him the Squidward face from that one episode of SpongeBob, so like it made him pretty, and then it made him ugly again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good fight. Yeah, Sanji's a lot more powerful than I thought he was. Like, the farthest I got in the show was when they introduced Sanji. That was the farthest I got into the show. So
yeah,
it's amazing how far it's come since then. So
Death Battle's next Sunday.
Yeah, so good stuff overall. But other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about death battles, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on this death battle. Did your favorite win, or did your favorite lose, or you were kind of stuck in the middle that you couldn't really decide? I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very martial arts filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
Or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter
and Stardust.
at Super React Bros.